go through the videos. If anything not understand, right, I will explain.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. In the last class, we have seen how to read data from the Excel and by using data provider. Right. We have integrated with the data provider so that it will inject automatically to our test case so that we no need to write additional test steps in the test case. Right. What we have done, we have created Excel util class and then just I have modified the code. I have written the static block to load the data so that at the time of when it will load static block, it will load at the time of class loading. Only one time it will load. Previously, we have written in the base test before suit. Just I have modified this and I have written so that we will get some idea how this static block also will work. Static block also will load only one time. So it will load data only one time to our map. It will load to data to our map. Actually, we are reading the data from the Excel and populating data to the map. Just let me open where is our test data. This one. Right. We have created Excel file and we have stored the data in the Excel. Just let me open. Okay, open with the system. Okay, in the Excel file we have. Okay, in the Excel file we have created. These are all the data. What data we required? We have created test case name, description, base URI, request path, request method, request headers, right? Request parent, path parent. These are whatever. If we require more, we can add to this Excel. So we are reading based on this name. This name should match with see how we are writing code. Right. In the base test, we have created a data provider. This data provider, when it will be executed, we are giving name of the data provider we have given by row data. Any name we can give. Some name I have given. Same name in the test case we have to give data provider so that whenever it is executing this data provider, it will automatically call this base test data provider. Here we are reading method name, right? This method name is what? This test case. Test case name will come automatically here in the data provider method.get name. We will get the test case name. So in the map, we are storing key and value. Key as a test case name, value as the entire row. Right. Key as a test case name. This one we are storing as a key and entire data we are storing as a value. Entire data we are storing it as a value. So here first we are reading data from the Excel. In the Excel we have created method. For this we need to pass the test case name from the this is the Excel we have stored previously data. Right, we are putting the data here and row data, test case name and then row data. If you pass the test case name, it will return the row data in the form of map. Right, this data it will retrieve first row data in the form of map. Key and value. Key is the test case name, value is the user's test case description, get all. Like this we have stored previously. Right, if you pass this test case name, it will read this entire row data. So we are reading the data and we have created two-dimensional object because data provider will return two-dimensional object. So we have created two-dimensional object with one row, one column. So we are again what we are doing, we are converting this map to object. We have created a test data project class. Right, we have created a project class. So we are setting all the data from the map to again converting to convert just we have created test data object and then from the map we are reading and setting data to project class simple. That project class we are storing it in the two-dimensional object and returning that data. Right. We have only one test data object. That's it. Right, that test data object we are storing it. See what it will, if you are little confused about here, what it will return, test data object. Test data object. This test data object we are storing in two-dimensional object, data of okay. What is the two-dimensional? This is the two-dimensional, right? We'll keep it as a maybe row data. Okay. This row data we are setting in two-dimensional object and returning it. Simple. Right. We can write the entire thing in single line just to make you understand. I am writing clearly so that here we are getting data from the map and then creating two-dimensional object and converting this data map object. Otherwise, we can create this one above. Right. We are converting this map data to test data object. And then we are storing this only just this object in the two-dimensional object. Whenever we are using, just we have to give data provider and then test data object. Right. So that it will automatically inject here. That first row data. This will get automatically inject here by using data provider. Right. That is what we have done in the previous class. Today's class we will see create user, same thing. So this is also previously we have done get user. Right. Create user also we have to do some additional steps we will see. Right. For create user also we will use the data provider will be same. Right. Same data provider. No need to create each test case one data provider. Same. Create user test. So in Excel we have to give, if you want to create same test case name should be same as test case name. So then only it will read the data. Right. We are creating create user so that it will read this entire row data. Okay, fine. Now only we require these two steps, but for creating a, but we are using a create user. So we require some additional steps. We will see those things. Okay, here already we have right. Okay. First we'll see in Excel everything is correct or not for create user. Base URI, users, post request. For creation, we require a authorization token. And then we don't require anything request or path params. We are using request body. User request.json. Right. We are using JSON file here, this one. So we are not maintaining directly this one. Directly this JSON into here. We are giving JSON so that in the code we will read based on this file, we will read the JSON file. So now expected response data. We need to add that. What we are validating here, name equal to, okay, how to give here name equal to what we are expecting this. Okay, but email is dynamic one. See, this is dynamic one. This is fixed one we have to give from Excel. Dynamic one we cannot give because email we are creating inside code itself. Right, so Excel don't know this dynamic email. So we will not give this dynamic one in the code. So we have to send it from the code itself, expected result. Right, we'll see how to send that one. We will see that. And then, okay. Okay, just we require these two. Right, we don't require headers. We are sending from the Excel and then test data. Okay, test data object also. We are getting dynamically test data object. So where we are getting here, we need to inject in the parameter test it. And by using data provider, we are getting this data. Okay, fine. This expected response, we need to give the email is the dynamic one. So we need to set it. How to set it this one? Okay. Test data already in the data provider, we set already data. So we need to add to append to the data, existing data. So get validation data dot put email. If you set like this, if you create map and set, it will override the previous value. So we need to get the existing data and then I append to existing data. Right. We need to set already Excel. We are giving one thing, right? It will already converted to map and then stored in the get response data. For that, we need to get that map and then add the email. Okay. And additionally, what we are doing, we are creating the email and then reading this JSON file, right? But we need to get this JSON file from the Excel. Excel we are giving dynamical. We no need to hard code it. Plus test data dot get response body. Response body. Sorry, request. Okay, request body. Okay, we will get the JSON file name. Then it will read, and we are setting. We need to set to test data object this request. Right. We need to set this test data dot set request body. Updated request we need to set here. So then what it will happen? It will go to execute request. It will set the data. When our request body is not null, it will set in the request specification object. For get request, it will be a null. For post and put, we are setting request data. Right. This data also, what we can do, this data also we can write inside the dynamic code itself. Right. First of all, we'll see whether it is working or not, so that we will extract from here. So that otherwise, what will happen for every, if you have 100 requests, the same piece of code, this piece of code, we need to write again and again. So we'll see that how to replace. Okay. Okay, first execute, run it, just run it. We'll see any issues. Okay, we are getting some issue. Exception initialization error. What is this error? Error reading the file. File. The path is okay. Excel, right? Just close it before executing. Just close the Excel. Okay, run it. Okay, I think it is triggered. Okay, fine. Okay, it is executed fine. No issues. Right, validations also got executed. It's fine. No issues. Right now, how to keep this piece of code reading file code inside a reusable logic. Okay, just we'll see that. Okay, go to our execute API request. Right here, before setting a response body. Okay, we are setting here. Suppose how to read. First of all, we need to, okay, we'll see. First get this, store it in a string body. Suppose if a body body contains or ends with dot JSON. Okay, dot JSON. Okay, dot JSON. Then what we have to do? We have to read the data from the file. Get the root path and then create the file object. That we need to create the file object, root path, src test resources under JSON request, and then append this file name body. Okay, then we need to read the data. How to read file utils dot read file to string, same code whatever we have written, just here. Okay, file object and read the file by using file utils class, read file to string. If there is any error, just throw it runtime error. There is some issue while reading the data. Now we need to set this data to response.body. Right, we need to set. But here problem is we are reading the data, but we need to replace these dynamic values also. We need to replace these dynamic values. Right. Otherwise, what will happen? It will go same. We are reading same content, and if we execute, what will happen? It will go same thing. But how to replace this dynamic values? For that, what we will do? We will create a one more map object here. Okay, one more map object. Okay, dynamic data. Okay, dynamic data. Okay, create the getter and setter methods. Create getter and setters. Okay, now while executing the test case. Okay, now just we don't require. These are all the things we don't require. Okay, we have created a dynamic email. This email we need to send to the request. We need to set it. Right. Then test data dot get dynamic data dot put email. Same in the JSON file. What we have given email. Right. Dollar we will keep it inside a reusable thing. Email equal to key and value. This route also. So we can decrease a lot of code here. Okay, fine. I think that's it. If we have a fixed values, we need to get it from the Excel. If we have a dynamic, right? If we have a dynamic things, we need to generate update in the request. Those things we will get it from here. Okay, fine then. Dynamic data. Now in the Excel file, we have to go to our where is that our code API util. Here, after reading the data, we need to update. We need to update the request. After this is completed, before this, we will create a one more method, update dynamic data. Okay, we'll create this. Okay, fine. Okay, create a method. Create this method. Here we will just require a get a dynamic data map. Directly we'll send a map. And then we will get the request body, and then map. So we will replace whatever dynamic content is there. So if map not equal to null, map dot size greater than 0. How to read map? Map dot entry. We can read many ways. This is one of the way. Entry set, get the entry set, get the one each entry. Then first get the get key. We need to append. How we are maintaining key? Dollar. We need to append the dollar. Right. Dollar and then key. Just we will append dollar. That's it. If you want curly brackets, we can keep it like this also. Right, anything is fine. Currently we are doing dollar only. Okay, we are appending dollar to the key. So this is the key, right? JSON key. Then request body dot contains key. If it contains JSON file is contains this key, replace that key. Replace the key with value. Replace the key with value. Simple. Replace the key with value, and we have to return this string. Okay, return updated request. Return the updated request. Okay, now here we will get the, otherwise we'll directly store it in a body. We'll get the updated one, set it in the response body. Right, like this, we can read the JSON file dynamically in the reusable code itself and update with dynamic values. Update with dynamic values. So that's it, I think. Right, that is. Now execute it. Same thing is working. Okay. Okay, I think something is not replaced. Email is not replaced. Email is invalid. Email is, I think in the request it is not replaced. Why? We'll see. Test data dot get dynamic data dot put email. We kept here. Same thing we have given, right? Email and then API util update dollar. Same thing only dollar. Okay, email. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, right. We are not getting why it is not replaced. So what is the next option? We have to debug it first of all. Okay, we'll keep debug point here. What is the updated content is correctly coming or not? Just we'll see. Okay, debug it. Okay. Excel data loading. This will static. We have written load data in the static block, so it will execute only one time. So now came here. What is the body we are getting? Okay, this is the JSON file. Are we getting data or not? Get dynamic data. Control Shift I. Okay, email is also we are getting fine. But why it is not replaced? We have to go inside. Keep debug point here. Press F8. Okay, now go to F6. Okay, what is the key we are getting? Dollar email. Okay, request body contains dollar email. Okay, is it getting true? Right, true. Key and then value. Okay, value also we got it. Now come to updated body. Why it is not updated? Request body dot replace key. Okay, okay. Why anyone can tell why it is not replaced? Right, because we have replaced. It is a string. What is the string? String is a immutable. Immutable means what? If you update it, it will not. It will replace, but we are not storing back. Okay, immutability means it will not update in the same string. If you want to update, store it in the same back. We have to update it and store back it in the same thing. Then only it will update. Right now we will see. If you just save it, it will come automatically here, debug point. We don't need to stop it and run it. Okay, now we will see. Right, fine. See, now it is updated perfectly. Okay, now F8. Okay, now it is updated. Okay. Still executing. In debug mode, it will be little slow while executing. Still running. Okay. Oh yeah, trick. Okay, it is executed successful. Okay, like this we can create a reusable method and we can do it. Okay, same thing we will do it for update and we'll see. Update, we no need to change anything. Just we'll say update request. Okay, let me copy paste. Update, we have update request already, right? Previously, but this is in different format we have written. So, okay, we'll copy this one only. Okay, same thing. We will do update user test. Update user test. Okay, update user. For user up for updating also, we will do same thing. Email, we will update just same thing, same piece of code. But for update, what is the additional thing we need to send? But which record we want to update? Right. For update, we want to tell which record we want. Just send. We'll get one of the record. Okay, we'll take this. We'll take this user ID. Okay, we'll take this user ID. For update request, come to our update. Okay, update. This one we have written request path and then put method. This is the path params. We have a path params user ID. We have to just change this ID user ID. Simple. And then same request. Same request. Just we'll get the 200. If you want to validate it, we can validate. Anyway, we are validating email. We are adding the response data email as that is fine. One thing we are validating. If you want to validate anything, you want to validate gender should be, it should not update remaining. Right. If you want to make sure remaining should not change, suppose I will add for name. Okay. The name equal to, we are updating this data, right? Same thing. It should not update the name. If you want multiple, we have to do and condition. We will add and also. We'll see whether our code is working. And gender equal to female. Any number we can add like this. Gender equal to right. Fine. Okay. Then same name. Update user test. Same key we have to give in the Excel as a update user test. Okay. Fine. Now. Okay. Just refresh it. Right click and just refresh project. Okay, and then execute this update user. See, once reusable logic is created, creating test cases is automated test APIs is very easy if you create the reusable logics. Just we need to update the data in the Excel. Just we need to copy paste it once it is done. Okay, now what is the okay expected female but found male? Why female? We have given expected female only. Right? Expected female but found male. Why male? Right, that is the something failure. Why it is taking? Is it taking correct record? Okay, here it is coming 8091. We have given same ID, but data is oh okay. Why we got it right? See, this data from where we are getting JSON file, right? JSON file, different data is there. We are updating with a different data, right? Here mail is there. So we need to keep it in a Excel also mail. So we are updating data with this data, JSON file data. So if you want a different request, we can change it. You can create the update user JSON file, and here we can just change the update user. That's it. In the request body, just we need to change the update user.json if you require. Currently, I don't require, so same thing I am using. So name equal to name is coming. What is the name we have given in the JSON? Same thing. This one we have to give. Okay, name and then gender male. Okay, fine. Just close it again. Excel file, just refresh it and then just run it again. Okay, run it. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, fine. It's executed. Fine, no issues. Right. Okay, we'll see with the delete also. Final one. Okay, if I want to delete, I will copy this get request. Okay, copy here. Delete user test. Okay, delete user test. Just description also will change. Delete a user. Okay, for delete user, what we required in the Excel, we required a which user we want to delete it. Okay, open it. We need to keep same name, whatever method name, test method name in the Excel test case name. And description, we can update anything, some meaningful name description. Okay, remaining is okay, fine. Delete and then here user ID. Just will give whatever we have updated, same thing we will give delete. For delete, we will get a 204. We will not get any response. For the delete, we will not get any response. Just a response code we will get 204. Just we will verify whether 204 is coming or not. That's it. Okay, just run it. Okay, it's working fine, no issues. Right, it's working fine, no issues. So just we have created a Excel file and then we read the data from the Excel and we stored it in a object. And then we are injecting by using data provider to test case. Simple. Right, fine. Now, if I want to trigger these things in parallel, right, that is also one of the challenge. Okay, we'll see. We need to execute from the TestNG file. If we want to run it parallel, we cannot run directly here. If you run directly here, what it will do? It will run one by one. If you want to run parallel, we have to use the TestNG file only. Right, so we'll create a file. Okay, TestNG. Okay, users.xml. Here also we'll create a folder. Okay, we'll say suits. Okay, we'll keep this all suits under so that it will be very neat. Okay, suits. Okay, user.xml. In the user.xml file, we have to give that TestNG syntax, right? Do we have any XML already? We can take this TestNG fail.xml. Okay, we'll take. Right, we can generated by TestNG 7.1. Okay, fine. Classes, class, methods. We don't require all these things, just class. But what it is not required. Okay, fine. Name of the suit. Okay. We'll give a user suit. These are all we don't require. Okay, what is the test case name? Test case name, we will keep it as a users test. Okay, fine. Now we need to give the path of the test case. What is the path API to test? What is the package here? We need to take this. This is the package name. Rest assured training, same thing is there, right? Rest assured training package name plus class name. If you control and click, it should go. Otherwise, there is something wrong in the path. But make sure that if you want to run parallel in suits, we'll give parallel as a methods. Parallel as a methods. Suppose thread count, we can give API test cases only. We have 4 test cases. Just will give 4, all 4. Okay. We'll see. Before running, make sure that test data. Okay. That just we will take the fresh record here. Okay. This is the, we have already deleted previous one. So just we need to update it. If you want to get the dynamic one, what you have to do? If you want to get a dynamical user ID, just execute the get users API, get the ID, pass it dynamically, right? You can enhance it. Okay, then for update and then delete also. But if we are running parallel, right? Now we will get a issue like suppose first delete is executed. Then if you're trying to update it, it will fail. Right? It will fail then. We'll see how it will work. Okay, run it, run as, right? We have to make sure that those such type of issues we will get, we have to understand those things while running parallel. If we run sequential, we will not get any issue. Okay, I think it's done. Fine. We'll see whether it is I think it's really, this is a dummy API, right? We don't know whether it is really deleted or just if we check it. Control V. Okay, so, okay, I think it's deleted. If we execute now again, what will happen? Already record is deleted. Our update and delete test case should fail. That's fine. Our delete and update. See, it's working expected. It's failed because the record is not there. Okay, fine. Like this, we can also run parallelly. So in the next class, we will see. So far, we have seen from the Excel how to read. But what are the challenges with the Excel? Suppose while updating, what will happen? While updating, some issue is there, some space is there, something, right? It's very difficult to identify in the Excel file. Suppose everyone will work on the, suppose in our team, we have a 2 members, suppose, right? One member overrided with the Git. What will happen in the Git if you override and committed? Suppose someone is, this one is changed. Same thing you are using, but you will get a merge conflicts. But in Excel, it's very difficult to identify which row is changed by other user. We cannot see. In the Excel file, if we have a 10 sheets, suppose in real time, we will have a more Excel files, more sheets. What will happen if some sheet is has some issue, entire Excel, we cannot read it. It will fail to read it. And it will test case, all will fail. There are, and we cannot see, right, this who changed the what. Who changed what in the Excel file, we cannot say. If it is a Java file, normal files, we can see history. But for this, right, we cannot identify which record, which column he has changed, which row and which column he has changed. It's very difficult to identify. Issues also, if any issue is there in the Excel file, it's very difficult to identify those things. But this is user friendly. That's it. For manual testers, it will be very easy, these things. But already whenever issues are there, it will take time to analyze where it is failing. So to overcome such type of problems, we will go with a JSON file. Instead of maintaining Excel file, we can read the data from the JSON file, right? That we will see in the next class, how to read the data from the JSON file. Okay, fine then. We'll meet tomorrow then. If you have any questions, you can.